Hello everyone, I am joined by qualifier Nadia at Kaboom Pow. Now Nadia, you are just lighting up the room. Everyone's talking about you already because there's laughter and joy coming from your table, which is something we of course do not see enough of in the poker world in general. But you're also chipping up very nicely, so whatever you're doing on your table is working. I wanted to talk to you, I heard that you had a prop bet in Macau, maybe somewhere in China, that you were sitting down with a bunch of sort of Asian businessmen, and that within 2 levels you would make them, maybe even 1 level, you would make them laugh or wear a onesie. Give us a lowdown. How did this all come about?
I was playing the main event, the Poker Stars Championship in Macau, and I was just looking at the table, and basically I play poker for fun. It's the thing I like to do most in life, and I was looking at these people and they were really having a hard time, or at least it seemed. So I was just texting and tweeting and talking to people. I was like, what do I do? I'm not enjoying myself.
Someone talk to me.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? So I made a bet with a friend of mine. Within 2 levels, I had to make everybody at the table laugh. And it could be like a micro smile or whatever.
That's a tough order in some of these Macau tournaments.
I know. Otherwise I would have to play day 3 in my onesie.
So it's a win-win for us. It's a win-win for
guys, you do not want to see me in a onesie, so it worked out fine. But later, I spoke to a guy who was sitting to the right of me, and I think he won some Asia Poker Tour. Really nice guy from Korea, and he told me that after my wink that made him laugh, he could not play another hand against me. So I had like a field day.
This is what I was wondering too, because I saw you at your table even right now. You're clearly enjoying yourself, but as soon as it got to a place where you had some cards, there was some raises, some things going on, it got a little serious. So I'm like, how do you balance I have a hard time sometimes balancing the getting really crazy, having fun part and the actually let's get our game face on.
It is a hard equilibrium to keep, but I try to stay concentrated and try to keep track of what everyone's doing, trying to keep track of how much is in the pot, especially if everybody wants a part of the pot. But I also realize that I get played back a lot. And yesterday I had a guy to my left who, I don't know, he raised my big blind. So he was under the gun.
Yeah.
90% of the time.
Stop.
And I was like, dude.
Do you even know how to play poker?
No, it was just fun to see. But when he was doing that during those 2 levels, I was so card dead. So I tried to re-raise him a couple of times and, play back at him. But I really didn't have the goods to do it with. And so when I came to this table, it was a more vocal table, and I sat down with my stack, which at this table was not as impressive as at the first table. And they were like, okay, let's steal her blinds again. And everybody's like,
I'm in a pattern, let's do it.
Yeah. So I decided to call, and I made sure that one of my calls on the river was going to be shown. And I said, boys,
let's play.
Let's play. I'm not afraid to call down even with like a mid-pair or whatever. I will not be bullied around. Just so you know, and the boys were all like, we know.
We get you, girl. Okay. She's laughing. She's having fun, but she also knows how to play, so don't mess around. Well, it's always just good to be with someone who can enjoy themselves but still get down to business. I so appreciate you taking the time on your break. Nadia, I'm Sarah Herring. You guys are with us here on PokerNews.com.